Hello, good morning. My name is Perla Tamayo, and today we're going to talk about cultural diversity. The objective for today will be students will be able to explain the importance of friendship despite any disability by writing a story. The second one will be a student will be able to identify the key details of the story by answering who, what, where, when questions. The standard we're focusing right now is ask and answer questions such as who, what, where, when, why, and how to demonstrate understanding of key details in the text. Today, the first thing that we're going to do is to look at these pictures, and I'm going to pass them around. While you're looking at them, you're going to tell me, do you see any difference between them? Any similarities? Lupita, what can you tell me about your
My pictures or my pictures with my students?
your pictures, the one that you have?
Okay. Both boys are on a wheelchair. They're living in a wheelchair, so they have a disability. But you have an older student here, or older child, and then a little one. Maybe about kinder, and then maybe about 4th, 5th grade. Both of them, one of them is playing a sport, and the other one is enjoying his afternoon.
Thank you. Elisa, what can you tell me about your pictures?
Well, one has glasses, so he might have a vision problem, and the other child just looks like a regular child painting.
Now, let's switch pictures. Let's see what Lupita thinks about your picture. What do you think about it, Lupita? Do you think any of those have any disability, and why?
Well, I don't know if they have a disability, but it seems like one of them might be wearing adaptive eyewear, like glasses, specialty glasses. One of them is working with their hands, and the other one, their teacher is reading to them or showing them something. But one of them looks smaller than the other. But the glasses look like they might be adapted.
Okay, what about the other boy, the one that is painting? Do you think he has a disability or not?
I can't tell. I don't think so. But, I can't tell, to be honest with you. I don't see any physical disability. If he has one, it's not a visible one.
Perfect. Elisa, what can you tell me about the pictures that Lupita just saw before you?
The boys are in wheelchairs, so they have a disability. But I don't know what the disability is.
Okay, perfect. Just by looking at the picture, we can tell that some of them have a disability, and some other you said that he may or may not have a disability, but guess what? He does have a disability. He has autism. So, all the people from here have a disability. So sometimes disability we can see it physically, and sometimes we're not able to see it because they look like any normal person. Right now, I want you to stand up. We're gonna do an activity. Move over here. Can you try to stand up in one leg and walk? How will you walk?
I can't.
You can't?
I can't.
Why not do that? What problems are you facing right now?
I am overweight and I have a hard time with my balance.
Okay. What about you, Elisa? Why you couldn't walk?
Because I need another leg.
How do you think people will feel when they have a disability?
Stuck.
No, maybe not.
At a disadvantage from everybody else because of their condition,
Okay. Anything else?
possibly depressed, sad, left out.
Do you think they can do anything like anybody else, or they have like something that will stop them?
They could probably do other things like other people, but maybe there's obviously that one thing that they cannot do exactly like everybody else.
And they might need some type of assistance to be able to allow them to do that thing that somebody else can do.
And that's exactly what people face every day. They have a disability and they face they pretty much they face on the wall because they cannot, they are not able to walk or they're not able to move. But sometimes they can be like any other regular person. Let's think about it. Do you know anybody who has a disability and who's able to do many things like any other person, Elisa? Let's think about a person in a wheelchair.
A grandma.
Can she do whatever she wants?
She's limited and she needs assistance to do everyday tasks.
What about an autistic? Lupita.
They're limited to a certain degree, but they need help. I mean, they're able to do a lot of things they're able to do things with help and assistance, accommodations, and modifications by an adult or more likely by an adult. But they are limited to a certain degree depending on the severity of their disability.
Okay, perfect. Now let's look at this book. Today we're gonna read a book called My Paul Victor. And we're gonna review the front cover. Everybody? Front cover, back cover, spine, and title. And the author is Diana Gonzalez Beltran, and it's illustrated by Robert Sweetlands. Okay, My Paul Victor. What do you think this book is going to be about? Just by looking at it. Just looking
Two
at
friends.
Two friends. What else?
Friends or brothers, maybe? A buddy?
Brothers. Anything else? Let's look at the back of the story. Yes, Lupita?
Possibly of the same culture and background and diversity.
Okay. Elisa? Anything else?
No.
Okay. So right now, you're gonna read with a partner this book. You're gonna read it first to her and then backwards, and then we're gonna read it together. Okay. Go ahead.
Out loud or just myself?
Fine. Partnership.
But out loud, huh? My pal Victor makes up great stories. He points to a cloud and a dragon appears on a ranch. Or the Corinthians.
Sometimes he puts us into his stories. It's like a movie played in our heads.
My pal Victor tells great jokes like, did you hear about the chicken who wanted to dance a polka? Or why did the elephant paint his toenails red?
Or the one that goes, if you mix a pear and a pickle together, what do you get?
We laugh from joke to joke until our stomachs hurt.
My pal Victor cheers loudest at my baseball games. He claps and yells. He whistles and calls, go Dominique, go! As I run around the bases.
And he gives me the high five when I make it home, safe.
My pal Victor swims better than a fish. We dive for pennies at the bottom of the pool. He watches my famous, fantastic belly flop. I clap for his famous, floating frog stroke.
My pal Victor whispers scary stories at night when I sleep over at his house. He puts the flashlight under his chin.
He tells heart-booming stories about ghosts and monsters and haunted houses. Even my goosebumps get scared.
My pal Victor loves to ride the highest roller coasters and the dizziest Sumi as fast as he can find.
I walk out wobbly and dizzy, but Victor points out the next ride we need to try.
My pal Victor throws a toy for his dog to catch.
He blows big bubblegum bubbles. He feeds the ducks his leftover lunch.
My pal Victor and I do so many fun things.
But the most important thing about my pal Victor is that he likes me just the way I am.
Do you have any questions about the book? No? Who do you think is the narrator? We have two boys here. Is it Victor or is it the other person?
It's the other person. are talking about Victor. The boy that has the disability, that's in the wheelchair. Is the one writing it?
Could it be?
I think because he says he likes it just the way I am.
What's the name of the narrator? The one that is talking to the person.
Can I see the book, please?
Yes, you can see the book here.
Dominic.
Yes, Dominic. He's the other character there. Where does the story take place?
At different places, different activities.
For example, Lupita?
It looks like San Diego.
It kind of looks like a San
It looks like San Diego.
Uh-huh.
My mom and I go there on the summers.
What about you, Alisa?
Well, somewhere they have roller coasters, Six Flags maybe.
Six Flags. Is there any other setting there?
The YMCA or the swimming pool.
That can be one.
Their house, their room.
Yes. So tell me, what's the importance of friendship according to the book?
That you can accept somebody no matter how different they are than you.
Okay. What about you, Lupita?
That friendships are very important, but you can have a friendship with anybody in spite of how alike or different they are.
Yes, Alisa?
And that his friend could still do stuff even though he is disabled.
Yes. What type of stuff can he do?
He can swim, ride the roller coaster, sleep over at his friend's house.
What else can you add to that, Lupita? She said that his friend can do like pretty much anything. What?
That he could because they had a lot of things in common. So, and then they both had to behave very well. They both had good behavior, so they were able to do a lot of things together.
Thank you. Let's see. Right now, we're gonna write a story. So get your papers and tell me, can you summarize the story on your own words? Remember that you have to mention the
How long do we have?
as long as you can. Yes, you have to mention the characters, the setting, what's the main point about the book, and I think that's pretty much it. And the importance of friendship. Okay? Remember that I'm gonna qualify for accuracy, the way you're writing, your spelling, your punctuations. While you're doing it, remember something, don't think about it. What makes their friendship strong? period at the end. Capital letters. You can look at the book if you want for feedback. I'm gonna give you one more minute. All done? Can you share the story, Lupita? Or you want me to read it for you?
I can read it. Dominic and Victor were friends in San Diego. They were very good friends. Both boys loved to do things together. They both had a strong friendship because they had a lot of things in common. One boy pushed the other student more to do more adventures than the others. Teacher, I didn't need to finish.
It's okay. You can finish it up later on. What about you, Elisa?
My Pal Victor is about two boys that are friends despite their differences. One is disabled, the other is not. They go swimming, go on roller coasters, and they even have sleepovers. What made their friendship strong was acceptance.
Lupita, what are you doing?
The narrator is
She's
Dominic.
sharing her story.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you need to pay attention when somebody else is doing something.
They tell jokes to each other.
Thank you. Make sure you write your name, please. Lupita. Thank you. So I'm gonna collect this. I'm gonna write it for tomorrow. And right now, I'm gonna ask you a question. What is important? Why it is important not to judge others because of the disability?
Because they still have feelings, they're still people.
Oh, by raising hand, please. Oh, yes.
Because they have feelings and they're people and they can still do things like everybody else.
Okay. What about you, Lupita?
Because if that happened to us, we had a disability or we became injured, we wouldn't want that to happen to us for people to be judging us. So we have to remember, how would we feel if we were living with the condition?
Okay. Thank you. So in this lesson, we learn about the importance of friendship. Like, we shouldn't be judging any people by their look or their disability. We need to be respectful to others, and we cannot put down people just because they have autism. It doesn't mean that they cannot read or write or laugh or play with anybody else. They can do pretty much everything. It takes them quite a while to do it, but during the time, probably they can be smarter than us, and they can go with the flow like anybody else. Well, what about people with wheelchair? Well, in that case, they have a brain and they have hands, so they can work, they can go to school. They just need like a little bit. Yes.
They can get married.
Yes, they can. Can they have a family? What do you
Yes.
think?
Yes, they can. They can have a family.
Yes, they can
Well,
have a family.
Maybe.
And maybe that family doesn't mean that it has to be theirs. Like
Yes.
they can, family means more than that.
How do you call that? When they are not your kids?
Stepchildren?
Adoption.
Adoption. Yeah, you cannot adopt kids when you cannot have children. So it means that people with wheelchair can have family, even though some of them will not be able to Lupita and Elisa, for being in the class. And today, I'm just gonna review your papers. And, oh, before I go, can you do kernel notes on your paper? Get a paper. Fold it in half. Remember, this is kernel notes. Oh. Yes, you do have time to do it. You're gonna label it my paw picture on top. On this side, you're gonna write the characters. On your right side, write characters. I'm gonna do it here. Characters. And write their names. We're gonna write down the setting. And where do you think it takes place? And your final thought about their friendship. If you can do this in one more minute. No, going home. All done? Does it got your name? Make sure you have your name. Thank you. And thank you, Lisa, Lupita, and everybody else for